host Lhagic, Asafo in the house online. Live stream PSN, Friday nights, 12 in the A&M. Beginner news, trend news and interviews. You ain't non-GMO, ain't been approved. Just hit that like button and subscribe to it. Rap gamers, all our viewers vibe to it. Rap gamers, we gon' put the SP back and get it XP.
What's going on, everybody? You know what it is. It's your host, Lhagic. Welcome back to Rap Gamers. You know what it is. Hip-hop, video games. We're going to get it in tonight. Once again, you know, I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all got your meals ready, whatever you want to snack on. Hope you got something to drink. You know, I hope you got your wifey with you, all cuddled up, ready to get it in. If you got your system on, whatever you watching this on, Twitch, YouTube, you know, just tune into the stream. Make sure you like, subscribe to what we got going on. And, you know, let's get it started. Tonight, we got a crazy guest here. Tonight at Sorgatron Media Studios. You know, we're going to check into some of his work. We're going to chef it up with him, see what his mind is like, see what his rhymes is like. An artist by the name of Kwizen. Welcome, Kwizen, to the sofa. What's good with you, brother?
What's going on, man?
Oh, man, chilling, man. You know, we about to get it in for real and see what you can do in this game life.
Yes, sir.
See what you about. You play video games?
You already know.
Okay, that's what it is. What do you play, brother?
I like that Major League.
Major League?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me about the Major League, brother.
To be honest with you, I was a baseball fanatic, you know what I mean? So
okay,
with me being an MVP, every year I played baseball was like, you know, I was just having to gravitate to my pool. So, you know, me getting a baseball game just always put me in the throwback state of mind. So I like to hit, you know, especially home run derby. So that's my cup of tea right there.
I used to play a lot of those games back in the day when I played, like on my Genesis and things of that nature. I'd always played the MLB, the Major League Baseball. Man, that was my thing. I haven't really played any of the new ones as of recent. I've been moved away from sports so much, but there are a lot of sports games I like. Like definitely. I'm missing, like, we haven't seen a good boxing game come to the PlayStation in a while. You know, and I love boxing. That's one of my favorite games to play. Yeah, that was crazy. Knockout Kings, all of that. You know, classics. But right now, we're going to play some of this Friday the 13th. An amazing game. I don't know if you are familiar with the movies or not. If you've ever watched Friday the 13th, you know, this is just like the movie. They used actual characters from the movies, and they used actual Jasons from each of the films with different kills associated to each Jason and weaknesses. It's pretty hot, like, you know, and it helps you understand some of the things you might not have understood in the movies. Like how Jason always had the ability to catch you no matter where you was at. You know, he was like, damn, how Jason gets so fast, he walked slow as a mother. You know, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, Jason got telepathy, Jason could teleport, you know, Jason could shift, you know, and he's always there. And a lot of times you don't even get to see him. You're dead already by the time you see Jason's face. So, I mean, it is what it is. But the game is pretty good, man. Yeah. It's been out for a while. It's an independent game developed by Gun Media. And they did a great job, even though they haven't necessarily got the acclaim that they deserve for it yet. They put a lot of work into this. And there's still a few kinks that they're trying to iron out. Like, there's connectivity issues in this game. Yeah. You know, as far as, like, you might be playing and then you might get kicked from the game because the way that they have that set up. And then there's a lot of glitches that they're still working out. But, you know, when you're independent and you're doing it on your own, that's highly commendable. Because you got to be, you know, trial and error. That's how you become great at a thing. So, you know, you got to be bad at a thing before you can be great at a thing.
Definitely, definitely. This is all right, though, man. I'm feeling it. You know, like I said, growing up, all the movies was out was what, Jason, Freddy. So I grew up off, you know, these type of movies and stuff like that. So, you know, me playing this game, it's like, wow, like this is throwback scent, you know. So
how, like, when you was young, like, we did really have, like, these were the only two major monsters that were really put to the forefront. But out of all the monsters, like, who was your favorite? Like, were you a Jason fan, or were you more of a Freddy Krueger fan?
It was like, I'm gonna put it in entertainment. It was like Sega versus Genesis. I couldn't choose. It was like they both was good. Like, Freddy come out, then Jason come out. Then Freddy come out, then Jason come out. So it was like neck to neck every time they dropped the movie.
Yeah. At that time, like, Genesis really did have, like, the console war thing going with Nintendo. and they were head to head. You know, until a few bad business decisions when it came to putting out consoles took them out of the runnings. You know, and then the birth of PlayStation came about.
I remember that.
And then things started switching up as far as the waters. It never really switched up for Nintendo. Nintendo always remained on top, regardless of what people may think. But they were always doing their thing in their own lane.
True.
You know, but these new consoles that are out now are really, you know, paving a way as well. They're creating things and innovating things that haven't really been done yet. You know, PlayStation got the VR really being pushed to the forefront right now.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people are going to be out there getting those new VR headsets for the PlayStation, but that's hot. I'm about it. You know, you have a lot of guys that might not be able to watch those things because of flashing bright lights.
Right.
You want to be safe. It's not for everybody. But if you can do that and you're not really susceptible to seizures and things of that nature, I think VR is really where it's at because I want to be in the game.
Oh, you ain't lying.
You know, I love playing it. I feel like I'm in the game, but I really want to be in the game.
I just seen something not too long ago. It was like the iRobot movie where Will Smith had this little portable, you know, I think it's called like a little, you know, when you watch stuff on TV, a projector type of image, but it's a...
Oh, like it was holographic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's I seen it on, I think it was seen on YouTube or something. I came across it and it was like, threw me off. Like, that's where the Gaming X also is going to be elevated to another whole. So I don't know, another company might be, you know, tying neck.
Hey, man, we young developers out there, genius minds. We can do anything we put our mind to.
Yeah.
And the key is to create. So if you think that's a great idea, get out there and start making those moves happen. We need that. You know, don't wait on somebody else to create it. Create it yourself, you know, because it's amazing. And the industry is moving all entertainment. The most important and the highest grossing thing in entertainment is video games. You may not believe that, but that's what it is. You know, the average age of a gamer is 33 years of age. That is the average age of a gamer. And a few years from now, the average age is going to increase because the gaming industry really started to boom during the era of the 80s babies. You know, that started popping the same time as the negative things started popping. But I like to talk about Nintendo popping in the 80s. That's what started popping. My life changed when Nintendo started popping. Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt. You know, I used to be on the power pad. I didn't run. I got on my knees and hit the thing really fast. That's how I did it. That was my way to always beat them in the game. But it was fun. I enjoyed it, man. That type of interaction has always been something that was really at the front of gaming. You know, getting a good workout. I mean, Nintendo has always kept us working out. You know, the Nintendo, we had with the power pad, we had the power glove, then we had the Wii come out, and that was innovative, changing and keeping us moving, keeping us active and healthy. That's important. You know, and I like the fact that we have so many games out here right now. Like, what type of games have you seen as of recent? Because I know that they just had the Video Game Awards that just came up, and they were releasing a lot of new titles.
I didn't really like I said, I skipped through it. I just was so hypnotized at that projector type game. It threw me off. Like, I'm like, wow, I didn't even get a chance to really IQ it to be like, what is this? I was just so mesmerized what they was doing. So I didn't really catch up on the, you know, as far as the gaming. But as far as like I said, baseball, I've been keeping up with that because you play online and, you know, you keep up with the players getting traded and all that. So, but other than that.
So how do you equate like when it comes to what you do in your free time as far as like your music and everything, how do you get your gaming time in? Like when you do want a game, and how much are you into technology? What things really interest you?
Be honest, I get game time and like my mind's like cluttered with stuff. So I like, you know what, let me take a little half hour, you know what I'm saying, hour. Let me relax instead of watching a movie or something. I'm gaming up. So my mind be really still focused on what I'm supposed to do. But it's like a double-minded thing. So I'm like, exactly. So that's
true story. Sometimes you get like when you're in the midst of writing new music or creating something, you're like, man, I need a break. What can I do in the end you get your game in it? True story. That's why I was like, man, I want to do a show. I love these two things and I want to bring them together like peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
But yeah, true story. But man, that's what's up, man. So as far as your album is concerned, you know, you got a project out right now. You know, Tenant Out Recoupment. Yeah, and how's that going?
Oh man, that's going wonderful, man. Just got a first little check from CD Baby.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Royalties, you know what I'm saying?
Royalties is the key, man. Tell these artists about royalties, man. How you feel about that?
I mean, you gotta know your business. It's like I be telling guys that come through, like, as long as you know, do what you need to do as far as your rights and stuff like that, and you know, just what you really into, and you'll be able to, you know, earn what you sow, basically. So
right.
that's really, you know, pretty much what it is. But everybody want to grab the, you know, the quick thing, you know, in front of their face. They don't want to plant. Yeah. They want to just grab the right, you know. They don't want to plant. You got to plant, and when you plant, you know, you get what you reap. You know what I mean? So a lot of people just want to grab from the tree, grab
right from the door.
You got to plant. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you know, the endorsements come from. So, but I appreciate it though. It wasn't super. It was alright. It made me feel like, dang, if I keep grinding, if I keep doing what I'm doing, it'll eventually, boom, open up doors and be able to do stuff I'm supposed to do. So,
I mean, you get to have all these venues that you might see artists performing at for free. They not getting paid. You know, they're doing little shows here and there. You're releasing your records for free on SoundCloud. You can get paid for all of that. But you just need to make sure you're constantly re-registering your records, man. That's it. You got to register your records when you create, and you got to let people know what you really want to do.
Shout out to Ace Game Lunatic. You don't want to watch it.
Oh, yeah, yes. Ace Game Lunatic, what's up, bro? We see you, man.
What
Salute.
Ace Game.
Salute, man. Love is love. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe.
Yes,
Share
sir.
the video link as well. We want to get other people in the chat. We're trying to interact with you all. If y'all got questions, for our artist Kwizen, let us know. But you know what I want to do right now at this moment? Let's get into one of your records. Okay. We're going to play this record called This Is My Story from Kwizen. Yeah. To give y'all a feel what he sound like, because we're doing all this talking. You know, let's do some listening real quick and let's see what he got. Yeah, man. Oh, you died. Press the X button whenever you die in the game.
Terminated.
It's all good. Sometimes you get a chance to come back.
This is my life. Yeah. This is my life. My.
Shout out to my homie Macon.
This is my story. This is my song.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, Reed.
Reason why I failed, cause I was never taught. Only thing I knew was pick up money by the spot. I'm hungry in this game, belly got an ache and knot. And I ain't blaming those who never tried to teach me. See, here's the difference between those who stay to learn. Teach your son, but not his father, how you gonna discern? Look me in my face, you can see my gender's race. Your honor judge, though you told me I ain't gonna beat this case. So I fell down like all why me, hoping that someone take my place. I'm doing time, I can't get back, this shit don't erase. My mind is gone like E.T. outer space. I'm locked up, bad enough, this food I gotta taste. My life, this is my story, this is my hustle, and I gotta give him glory. Stay strong, stay strong. This is my life, this is my story, this is my hustle, and I gotta give him glory. Stay strong, stay strong. This is my life, this is my story, this is my hustle, and I gotta give him glory. Stay strong, stay strong. This is my life, this is my story, this is my hustle, and I gotta give him glory.
Let them know where they can purchase this record, where they want to.
I mean, to be honest with you, if you don't got no money, because I know a lot of people don't, you can purchase this on iTunes. You can go to Amazon. You can go to Spotify. You can go, you know, if you don't got the money, you can just listen to it and pay me. You feel me? YouTube.
Donations is what it is too. Donations is what it is too. Y'all can definitely go to YouTube and check out Tenant Out Recoupment. Kwizen. His name is spelled Kwizen.
Yes.
Look him up. His name is Kwizen, man, and he's chefing for real. Dope music. That was hot.
Shout out to Sir Gitron Media. I had to say it slow. Get it right. Asafo Records for, you know, always keeping it real and being
Family Asafo is the record company. AsafoDigital is the technology aspect of what black gamers like to be about, brother. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. But love is love, man, and that's dope. I want to hear dope music from talented artists that are creatively who they are. You know, and stuff that's really going to give something positive. You know, I want to hear something. I want to feel happy. I want to be like, oh man, I understand your story. You know, you were telling me about this is your life, this is your story. I want that. I want to hear that because you have a unique perspective as being you. And you know, what is your main message like that you kick in your music? Like, what is your overall message you really want to tell the youth or whoever you create your music for?
Like the overall is basically, like I heard this one guy, he was like in the early, you know, he was like an early, late baby. So he was talking about whatever. So, you know, just bringing the conscience back, just understanding what's going on, you know what I mean? And somebody was like, well, why can't I be like Nas and take it back and so my people can understand this and that? And homie was like, you still compromising. If you do that, that's why you got Henny on it, you know, but that's a whole nother topic. But like,
I mean, we could talk about it. But yeah,
my situation's like, you know, just I heard this is my life, this is my story, and I just go into facts about every line I, you know, been through. Some people may not like me, some people may, but that's what this freestyle gonna be for and all that. We'll get to that later, but you know, so that's what basically my music is for: conscious, awakening people, because more people's hurt than happy for real. You know what I'm saying? More people need help, so that's what it's for basically. Help aid. So
you know, and it's also it's dope that you understand these things. You know, a lot of people aren't going to church to get the spiritual guidance they need. They're listening to their favorite records, their favorite artists for the spiritual guidance. And a lot of times that guidance isn't really leading us nowhere but destruction. So we got to be mindful and we have to accept responsibility and accountability for the things we create. You know, things don't just happen. We are what we eat. We are what we listen to. You know, everything you put inside of you becomes you. And you know, that's a fact.
True, definitely. So that's what it's for. Like he said, summed it all up in one, you know, statement.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. True. That's what's so what is your plans as far as with the new project?
Ooh, new project. It's called Tenant Out 2 because I don't think it's called Recoup. For people who don't know, Recoup is a music business word. It means to give. It's like, so if you get a deal or whatever or distribution, they might give you the recoup up front. Unrecoup is if you don't make the money back to the money that they recouped you with. So that's why I called it a recoup because I'm giving the community.
Let me
something.
clarify this for the guys that are out there listening, just to make sure they got exactly everything you said. Yeah, but whenever you sign a record deal with a record company, their goal as a corporation is to exploit you. You know, in business, the number one move to make is to be able to maximize your profits by spending the least amount of money. This is how business really works. You may think that they're your friend because they smile in your face. They just want to get you signed. Once they get you signed, they're going to give you, say, they signed for $10 million. They're going to give you $10 million, and then you have to recoup that, which means you have to work that back off before you see any money. But it doesn't work like that for the label. The label gets to get that money. Then it's a tax write-off, so they double it up at the end of the year. And then they get the money that you make back for them. So off of that 10 mil, they make 30 mil plus. So, I mean, you have to you have to learn to understand what's really going on when it comes to this music industry. You know, it's not about fortune and fame. That's what they sell you. They put glitter on shit and they make you love it. You know, you love the smell. I don't know why, but hey, we just got to stay woke, man. There's all types of things going on and you got to be on your toes. You can't trust these lawyers a lot of times either. The lawyers will have you hemmed up.
True.
You know, the lawyers will have you hemmed up. Let's see. I know we dying. The game is like
hemmed up on the helm.
Yeah, true story. True. But as far as like production, like the producers, who does all your production?
Well, me.
Okay.
That's why part 2 is more like, you know what I'm saying, that more like me. Because at first, the recoup I gave back, and I'm using a metaphor on it instead of being able to, the money up, I put my own money up, and it's like I'm giving to the community. So that's the recoup.
I love that.
So the part 2 is like now I got, like you said, got the microphone, got the beats, got this and that, got this, and I'm like, well, I don't need to do this. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna do a part 2 now, where they can really get, you know, a little bit more of me than the first project. The first project was like catching up on times, catching up like, dang, these South beats is hard. Like these 808s, where they getting these kicks from? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold up, let me get you know, up to par what's going on. So that's why now I'm up to speed what's going on. It's
So
all,
who you listening to right now? Who do you listen to give you inspiration to get into, you know, your creative process?
I mean, Common, he nice. I've been digging him. You
Okay.
know how he you know been saying some things, some how he delivery. You know what I mean? I've been listening to Common a little bit. Even though I heard some things, you know, you gonna hear something from everybody. I heard it. And Common, he nice. He got it. I said you gonna hear something, a couple big, but you know, I smile. You know, every now and then. There's a couple guys.
You know, he's one of the brothers that stand up in hip hop and have something to say.
Yeah,
you know, whatever's on your mind, because you're gonna when you rhyme, it's a lot of times that, you know, I see that artists will try to be like artists that they admire.
Right.
You know, and when you're a young artist, I know even myself.
Well, Andre 3000 too. I like him too. He nice.
3 Stacks is the man.
Yeah,
forever.
They say I look like him, so that's why. So I'm like, all right.
Hey, I don't know if y'all out there think that he looks like him. Please make sure y'all put your comments down below, and feel free to ask us anything. You know, I love y'all's questions, your shout outs. Make sure y'all subscribe. You know, like the videos. You know, I'm doing this for y'all, and I'm trying to create something that's going to bring more of our young brothers and sisters into technology and understand how the world is moving forward.
Right.
You know, we have to get up with the technology that's around us, and not just Facebook. That's not, because you could work Facebook is not understanding technology. There's a lot of things going on right now, and this is more than a wave. This is the industry.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to talk
about. You know,
too.
But go ahead, bro.
No, I was saying, like, a lot of guys might, you know, get this, you know, a little confused when they talk about like the new wave, like you know, some people may think, some people who's trapping music, whatever like that, or they trapping, they say that's the new wave. So now when people who's delivering a different message, they like, well, hold up, well, this is the new wave. Nah, it's to me, when I say new wave, y'all see me on social media, y'all go to Kwizen, producer, whatever. When I'm talking about new wave, I'm talking about like the understanding of what's going on, awakening people to understanding what's going on in live time. That's what I'm talking about when I say new wave. But some people might have a different perspective of their wave. But don't let that person throw you off, because you might hear on a negative wave, you be like, well, I ain't going that wave. I'm just going to do something different. Nah, brother or sister, you can still accumulate your wave how you wanted to make it. You know what I mean? True. Long as it's on that, whatever you wanted to be on. But mine is awakening the people, understanding what's going on, the live time, and to just be aware of what, as people, what we've been through to understand what's going on today. So that's my whole philosophy of the new wave to me. So when you hear this track or this new album, it'll be the new wave. So that's what's up. You know what I mean? So that's where I get it from.
That's good. That's how it needs to be. It needs to be the ocean. We don't need to just take a part of the ocean and call it the wave. We need to just ride the whole sea, because everything belongs to us. That's it. And we need to really just step into the world and take charge of the things that are really going to push the minds of our children forward. You know, we got, I seen that Bill Gates was offering some money to schools to help get more technology into the schools. Okay. You know, a few people are trying to push the technology wave in a lot of the curriculum.
And Charlie Batch too, I heard he donated over Still Valley, over Homestead at their schools.
Shout out to Bill, my hood right there. Homestead, HST, stand up.
What I'm saying? And I think the guy, I forget his name, he's with a part of that.
Okay.
You know, he helped the kids out get new laptops and stuff like that.
The Chuck Batch organization. There you go. That's what's up, man. Shout out to that. It's always good to give back to the community that, you know, you grew up in, and find ways to help out people that may not get the opportunities to help themselves. So that's always commendable. And, you know, in music, it's not even like a good or bad thing. No. You know, whenever you choose a lane, like you might be conscious, this guy might do trap music. All of it's hip hop. All of it is a part of the culture. You know, but we have to find ways to do it in a non-detrimental way. Right. When I eat food, I don't just start turning around, stabbing everybody, spitting on everybody, and eating with my mouth open. You know, I can still eat. You know, I can use some manners when I eat. Right. It's the same way as creating something. Right. We can act like, you know, oh man, the world is over, man. We're struggling forever. I'm gonna be struggling like at the 10 years old. I'm gonna be struggling at 30 years old with the same struggle. Right. And it's like we got to get past just the struggle. Right. Like, when do you overcome? I mean, and that's a lack of success, not reaching these goals that you set for yourself. Success is in the eyes of the beholder. So we can't dictate what your success is, but you can definitely stand firm on something that's moral and push something creatively to the world. Because we're oversaturated with the corruption.
Right. And like he said, the top on exactly what he said, to be able to, all what he just said, to be able to put it in a rhyme, to listen to, that's to me a new way, because everybody, like he said, don't have, go to church or go to different places to get knowledge or information from. So everything he said is right on point with, where I'm at. So
right. True story. True story. So we're going to get into another session. See, like I was telling you all about the connectivity issues. You can get kicked from the game very easily. We were just playing, right. And all of a sudden the game resets and restarts. This is what's happening because it's a new game and it's independent, but the game is still dope to play. This is definitely one of my favorite horror games that came out this year. But I mean, shit, it's only about to go way further than this. They have a World War Z game coming out. I just saw that on the Video Game Awards last night. That shit looks fucking ridiculous. They were running millions of zombies just coming full speed, just like the movie. Yeah. I'm like, that's going to be crazy. It reminds me, what's the other game, Days Gone, that's coming out? With another similar thing going on with tons of zombies.
I gotta make a Jedi movie.
And another game I do want to give a shout out. Yeah, they do. They do need to make a Jedi. Just a Jedi game type. But there's a game that I really, really love that I saw last night on the Game Awards. And I think it's genius because we really need this as black gamers. Because black gamers matter. And we do. We just got to get up here so we can represent ourselves. But the game was called In the Valley of Gods. Wow. In the Valley of Gods. And you're like this, you're a sister, and she's going in the tombs in ancient Kemet.
Wow.
It's like it's like a black Tomb Raider.
Wow.
I don't know the storyline, but that shit was incredible. I was like, I cannot wait to play that game. So shout out to those individuals creating that game. Yeah. Man.
And it also helps like the next generation growing up, like, wow, I can make games like this. We can all definitely push it.
True story. True. That's what we need. We really need our stories told. Like the stories we tell in our rhymes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
We want to see those told also in games.
Exactly.
I mean, not only is it entertaining, it gives us a chance to experience it.
And how many flows of the older generation put their stuff in rhymes for us to mimic when we was growing up.
True story.
So now we could reflect back to the new stuff to be like,
the elders are the ones who teach us and guide us. Who were the ones that really brought you into hip hop? Like, who were the elders in hip hop that you were like, man, when I was young, I couldn't stop listening to? Who were these guys?
LL.
LL?
I swear, like,
that's my man. Shout out to LL right there, man.
Jumping off the stage,
man. Phenomenal artist.
Right.
The GOAT. Phenomenal, incredible MC, was tearing it down forever. Before anybody knew what it was to tear something down, he was tearing it down. But
still tearing it down if you want to, for real.
True story. True story. Yeah, he is, man. Very incredible guy, great actor. It was crazy how he transitioned into acting. Definitely. Do you think acting is something you could do? You think you could transition into acting?
I was in I played a little. It was a credit in the Denzel movie, Fences. They had him in Pittsburgh. Remember? So I got a little check for that.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That movie was dope, man.
Well, I
felt that. I was really feeling that movie. I understood the pain of that.
Exactly. The time frames and stuff like that. So
the black family is a very touchy subject when it comes to our people.
Yes.
Because it's hard for us to keep the men in the households.
It is.
Based on systems that have been created to tear us away from our children and our wives.
Right.
And this is a practice that has come ever since the plantation. Exactly. And it's crazy that a lot of us don't recognize these things. Like, what are your thoughts? Like, tell me your thoughts on things of that nature.
Man, it's just amazing how we continue to grow, and we didn't have the knowledge we had or information we had back then. So now we're starting to get, understanding of what's going on. So the transition from then to now, it's like, wow, we really came a long way, and we still ain't get to where we're going to yet. This is just a little minute of the IQ that we can see. So I can only just, imagine what's going to be like just, how many years later on down the line. So that's what I feel off the transition of the, from the past to now and what I see then now.
Hey, this is my G. I love Kwizen, man. He got phenomenal music, man. His energy is real than a mug, and he's him, man. So if y'all, like, what do you, like, your lingo? Tell them about your lingo, like how you do your thing.
For real, like when I was like because I went to a school, I was cutting up. So my school I went to, we had to write stories. So that's how I got into it. But the lingo part came, it's funny because I would always say in the hood, you know, in the Jets, say funny different little names and wordplay. So I started writing my own little book just often. And it's crazy because I never knew E40 did that. So I thought I was strange doing what I was doing. Then when I kind of stopped doing it, but I still kept a bit, you know, amount of it. So when I say E40, I knew about him. I'm like, you know what? I was, you know, I was supposed to keep doing that. You know what I mean? So my lingo is basically simple. It's easy. It's catchable, and you know.
Well, that's what's up. I fucks with it, man. So we gonna get into another record off of this song. What you thought? Yeah, I'm on this record. You was get to hear a little bit of Lhagic, you know, tonight with my brother Kwizen. But the album was dope, man.
Thanks.
10 out was cool, man. I like your message. It was consistent. You know, I was there with you when you was doing the photo shoot and everything, man. Yeah.
I got the same photo shoot for part 2.
True story.
Yeah,
true story.
so.
But you know, let's throw that on. Let's let them get a chance to hear that, and I'm gonna play a little bit of this Friday the 13th.
Wish we got some New York flicks.
That's what's up. I fucks with it, man. So we gonna get into another record off of this song. What you thought? I'm on this record. You was
Get no intelligence from us. Like we don't got nothing to say to the world.
Say no more, I got you. What you thought you was gonna get? A nigga that was hustling, living ballin', then you got rich. What you thought you was gonna get? A nigga thugged out, Timber, wearing Under Armour fit. What you thought you was gonna get? Somebody of a king, living life a dream with no glitch. What you thought you was gonna get? Expect the unexpected, cause criminals I be with. Sold your soul for some change, straight to the point aim. Same time, maintain, no deal, I still game. That's you, difference of a lifestyle to play the game. Coming from the hood, different drawn, same picture frame. Lights on, camera photo shooting with the lights on. Bright dawn, action for the video be icon. Tylon, pull triggers, fingers squeezing python. Right on, games to be sold, so the mic's on. Killing man's soul, you saying that's cold? Principle without the understanding plays a bigger role. Concept, perception, reflections, the meta stories told. Too much bread, not enough use, and watch it get mold. Project lifestyle. You got people in the houses wanna change over somehow. I won't stop till my freedom dials, and that's if I could rule the real Nas for all my freedom jury trials. What you thought you was gonna get? A nigga that was hustling, living ballin', then you got rich. What you thought you was gonna get? A nigga thugged out, Timber, wearing Under Armour fit. What you thought you was gonna get? Somebody of a king, living life a dream with no glitch. What you thought you was gonna get? Expect the unexpected, cause criminals I be with.
Why assume every black male love pale bitches? I'm a sucker for black tail, that's what I tell misses. Guns cocked, what you thought I was about genocide? Killing my own, now I'm building black enterprise. For our children, black gods and goddesses. Young kings and queens become archaeologists. Read and free your mind, Carter G. Woodson. So many miseducated Negroes in the hood, son. Sad fable, only kings at my dinner table. Kings eat with other kings, peasants ain't able. Young Pharaoh, every bar is a hieroglyph. Flowing hydropiff, getting high as a pilot. Kwizen, chef, and lodge, we bout empowerment. Family to Asafo, black royalty dominant. Conglomerate Mugabe, Gaddafi rich. With or without money, just stating the obvious.
What you thought you was gonna get? A nigga that was hustling, living ballin', then you got rich. What you thought you was gonna get? A nigga thugged out, Timber, wearing Under Armour fit. What you thought you was gonna get? Somebody of a king, living life a dream with no glitch. What you thought you was gonna get? Expect the unexpected, cause criminals I be with. If you broke with a thick chick, niggas think it's a mistake. Versus to the point, you got knowledge, so they prefer to hate. Understand the concept, cause they to be the ones who speak. Why? Cause they don't got what it takes. I'm just speaking off what regulates. Jail time, incarcerate, no commissary, belly ache. When I see the magistrate walking in the shackles, the freedom to feel your ankles break. Half a pod on the Chi-Chi bake. When collect calls you can't make, opposites you feeling great. The PD's coming to your VI talking, you ain't hearing straight. The other lawyers cause cake, you cannot afford the rate. Especially when I'm facing time or something, I ain't do no rape. Met a nigga named Jake only in for a violate. You can't really bet what him he's going home and yours is late. So I pray to study. What's the outcome as I concentrate? God can open any door. See me, I just left from state. What you thought you was gonna get? A nigga that was hustling, living ballin', then you got rich. What you thought you was gonna going get? A nigga thugged out, Tim boot, wearing Under Armour fit. What you thought you was going get? Somebody of a king, living life a dream with no glitch. What you thought you was going get? Expect the unexpected, cause criminals I be with. Yo, yo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about those? I think 2 other beats I used off Prodigy, that, you know, rest in peace to Prodigy. It was, I didn't even know that. So it was like, wow, it was like I used that beat right on time, because it's like when he passed, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people wanted to use that, all his beats, to just be like, you know, memory or whatever like that, or start rapping over, whatever like that. But I was like perfect timing. And I'm just so swole because I had a show up New Jersey where he and his, you know, and his crew, I think they own a club somewhere up there, and the timing wasn't right for me. But I was like, so I had to miss out on the show, and I was gonna perform this song and another song I had that I used on him, on, you know, on this album. So, but yeah, definitely that definitely was hot.
Oh, that's what's up. I rock with that song, not just because I'm on it, but because the message, the message that you had in that, and the idea that you came up with. You were like, yo, Lodge, I want it to be I'm like, you know, that's no question. That's automatic.
You summed it like,
that's automatic. You know, I love telling the truth. I can't be nothing else. All I know is the truth, and I love hearing it. You know, I love hearing brothers with like minds. Like, yeah, that's what we need. You know. Don't be calling me. I'm on the show live.
They loving it.
Yeah. But make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, man. You know, this is about you guys. This is really about the gamers. We're trying to bring them together. We're trying to bring all the techies that love technology, that love video games, that love hip-hop, and we want y'all to come together and just be in the living room with us, you know, just busting it up. Giving us your ideas. We share ideas with y'all, and we bust it up with our favorite artists that are up and coming. You know, these are the artists that you might not see always on the TV screen, because the way the media is, it's very selective. It's very selective of who they choose to be allowed to feed their families. Think about it. It's not about being a superstar. These are artists with jobs that have phenomenal art that they create. And, you know, they deserve to get the exposure that's needed for them, you know, without worrying about paying $50 million to do something like they're a superstar artist. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But at the same time, charge what you're worth. You know, if you're worth that and you put in the work and you're around that area, a demographic where that type of business is flourishing, then charge that price there. But, you know, a lot of these young guys are just coming in the game. They don't know nothing about it. They're trying to get studio time. They want to get beats. You know, a lot of these guys want to get shows that are actually going to push them somewhere. But you got a lot of promoters that are in place, and they're just there to take money because it's only about getting a check for them. So they just see some young guy that they can exploit, and they give him a 5-minute slot on the stage knowing it ain't going to do nothing for him. They could care less if he goes home and never gets seen again. And, you know, and that's the type of stuff we need to get rid of. We need to create platforms that launch. You know, we need launch pads, not just platforms. We need to launch that shit into space. People can't just be stuck on Earth all day. That's it. Straight up. You know? But, here, I'm going to pass you the control. I've been living a long time. I haven't been doing much but living, just chilling in the background. See if you can survive the night. So what's going on with everybody in the chat world? How's everybody doing on the live streams right now? Okay, hold up. Okay, Game Lunatic.
He wants to know what was his drive to start making music.
What was your drive to start making music? Game Lunatic wants to know.
Well, really, like I said earlier, you probably didn't catch it. I went to a school where I had to write stories, and we had to use words in a sentence. And I'm like, dang, you know, I didn't really like it, but I was always creative. So when I started writing stories, and you had to do it. They pushed, you know, my teacher, he was an Irish guy. He went to Michigan University. So he pushed me like, you can do this. So when I started, you know, actually putting stories together, I was like, whoa, this. So that's what inspired me. But, you know, living in the hood, getting distracted by so many delusions, I didn't stay on the track, but I still kept the IQ of what I was taught. So that's what got me on the train right there. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. How do you feel about today's hip hop? And what do you like about? I mean, not just the bad things, because we know there's bad elements we don't like. But what do you like? What parts of the culture that's existing today do you really like? What are you attracted to as far as the things that work?
Like when they help out, like the communities give back.
Okay.
When I see them transgress, to one level to the next. Like I was reading an article how Jay-Z, he come out with he was interviewed by some guy, and I forget the guy's name, but he was, in the interview he was just letting the audience know and his fans know it ain't just the music. Like he said in the one interview, when he's telling the Dame and them, like, listen, I got a billion, years club, whatever, and they didn't listen to the idea. So today's music I like in hip hop, I like the transgression of people to be able to, be able to go one place to the next. If you just in one,
so you're
situation,
saying like you like how people are able to be multifaceted, like and have multiple jobs.
Exactly.
Yes, because as men, we're more than what the world wants to create us, and they want to put you in a box.
Right.
If you make rap music, you're only ever supposed to be a rapper.
Right.
If you play football, you're only supposed to ever play football.
Right.
That's not how it is. People are being packaged and sold, and we're forgetting that these are humans.
Right.
And you can do many things, and please try your hand at many things. Most millionaires have tried their hands in at least 10 different businesses before they make it to be wealthy.
Exactly.
And you have to do the same type of thing. Nothing makes you exempt from doing the practices of those who became wealthy before you.
Exactly.
We think that we're going to get wealthy just saying we're chasing money all day. Paper chasing. That's not getting you nowhere. A lot of these guys paper chasing are barely paying their bills. We have to do goals step by step. Pay our bills first, make it to the next step, do other things. And by branching out and becoming successful, it gives us the ability to open up doors to make others successful.
Exactly. And he's not saying don't follow your goal. Still follow your goal, but once you achieve that, you can accelerate, because one door that you open is going to open all the rest of the doors.
True story. That's the truth.
So that's basically in a nutshell, too.
And knowledge is the key to all of them doors.
Yeah.
The more information, sometimes you got to kick back and just read, kick back and see what's going on with the business. You can't be going 20 years in your life claiming you do a thing and you've never picked up one book.
Right.
You've never really seen the moguls that do this. There are many moguls out there that have made a difference. You got artists like P. Diddy, as far as starting his business, working for free as an entrepreneur for some years before he got on, finding artists. You got artists like Master P, $10,000 settlement, and he managed to become the first rapper with over $100 million in hip-hop history. A very intelligent black man that funded businesses for tons of black people. And and it's like we got to become like these entrepreneurs, not the hoarders of knowledge, where you're going to a guy that's saying, man, $5,000, I'll give you 5 minutes a game. Like, we can't get 5 minutes a game. That's not helping nobody. But what type of game would you give? What game do you, from your experience, what's the game plan that you feel like, from just your life? What worked the best for you when it came to you making money or getting the exposure or getting your craft out there to the fans you wanted to hear what you created?
It's like to me, it's pushing. You know what I'm saying? People say you can't do what you ain't supposed to be doing. Just keep pushing, like whatever.
So your drive, you say that you got that drive that's just
pushing,
ambitious. You just nothing to stop. The animal ambition, like 50 Cent said. Yeah, you got that focus right there.
That's what.
And that's what we need. That's why we got artists like our athletes out there, like Mayweather. Who trains. And we're talking about the ambitious side. He wanted to be great. He didn't want to fail, so he constantly stayed to a game plan that helped him to execute. Even new boxers like Anthony Joshua, who's about to come over here and tear down and wreck shop. I know that hopefully we're going to see this fight with him and Deontay Wilder. It will be coming up. But, man, that's going to be an amazing, incredible fight right there.
Yeah,
shout out to both of the fighters, two wonderful fighters out there doing their thing. And, and be careful, man. Sports is dangerous, man. Be very careful. Be very sure of what you're doing when it comes to this sports stuff, because injuries, man. We just got one of our team players.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, truth.
He didn't even hit him hard. He just was like, and that was like, that's all it takes. I seen
it. True story. And I don't know. Careers are being damaged. And that's households, because remember, we're family people, and we're men. And so we have children, we have wives at home, and we want to be able to be there and be the best we can be for them.
Exactly.
You know, even when it comes to this music, we can't just be wilding out, beefing with everybody we feel like we can beef with.
Right.
We are too old for that. You know, we don't got time to be getting shot, losing your check, losing your company, losing your situation, and then we don't have the means
for it, yeah.
to protect or defend or keep our family where we want them to be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have those types of problems, really. You're just out here really focused on upliftment and getting that grind out to let people know that you're a real MC that deserves to be listened to.
Exactly.
That's what's up, Jay. So any other things that you really like the audience to really know about your new project or even your current project that you have out right now being circulated?
I mean, like I said before, that, you know, this project is more of me, like more of understanding what's going on. Before, I was like so much balled up in me, I had to release some energy. And once I released the energy on the first project, it was like, okay, I finally got some, you know, revealment, you know what I'm saying, whatever, like that, relievement out, you could call it. But this project is like, okay, like I said before, I'm understanding what's going on. You know, the conscious, I understand we need to wake up as people. Some people still sleep in the matrix, you call it. You plugged up, believe what you want to believe. So this project is more like, okay, I get what's going on. Let me go ahead. They said I couldn't do, I'm going to do. And just, you know what I mean, link up with guys like you, link up with guys who's understanding, you know, and just go from there. So that's what if they listen, when they listen to it, they're going to be like, okay, he definitely saying something right here.
Well, let's
get
ready to cue up a video.
Yeah,
because I want to see a visual of your music.
That'd be dope.
And this one right here is called Glenwood Bridge.
Yeah, I named that, you know, Glenwood Bridge because the project of this, it's like a little mixtape I did just on some rough draft type stuff. Okay. City of Bridges, because we're known for bridges. You know, Pittsburgh, that's what we're known for. So I said, cross the Glenwood Bridge. That's the street I live on, Glenwood Ave. So let me just call it Glenwood Bridges. You know what I'm saying? So I put the S on it because it's, you know, more than one. So for the city, in that perspective. So yeah, that's what that's called, Glenwood Bridge. And the project is called City of Bridges. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody do. And I've listened to some Pittsburgh people, and I'm like, we came up with a lot of ideas, but I'm like, we ain't never come up with City of Bridges. I heard Steel City, I heard that, Still Reppin', you know, a lot of different, you know, different things, story. Which is good, but I never heard nobody come up with City of Bridges and just all come together on some, like, New York did something about, what's it called, with Cameron did something with Harlem Nights, or what's it called, not Q's Bridge, it's that Purple City. It was
I remember Purple City. I remember that.
But it was in that area. So I'm like, well, why can't we just come up with City of Bridges and come with dope artists, you know, a couple producers, everybody eat. I make a beat, somebody will make a beat, he make a beat. We all eating from royalties. It's the same thing. And you'll see when you get your first check, if you ever got your check,
right.
Gmail, you'll see all the listings that's sponsors, where plays been played. So you'll know who gets what, and the check will be distributed to whoever's artist that you work with or feature with, so nobody gets played, whatever like that. So that's why I figured to do City of Bridges.
That's how you young artists need to know there's no such thing as doing a free show if you got your publishing together. You're always going to get paid. You will always get paid for your work. Sometimes you got to call these companies to make sure things are being checked out right, but you'll always get your money. So you shouldn't have to worry about it. It's not a struggle. It's a struggle for us to attain information and utilize it in ways that will make our lives and our careers progress forward.
Exactly.
That's really the only struggle there is when it comes to music.
Exactly.
And you don't got to be a superstar. Everybody don't got to know you. There's tons of guys that are out here in the background writing music for people, doing multiple things within the music business, getting paid royalty checks. You wouldn't believe why they sleep. Mm-hmm. And this is residual income. Money you make on your back. Yeah. You know, Biggie said, I got techniques dripping out my butt cheeks. Sleep on my stomach so I don't fuck up my sheets. Yeah. Nigga, when you sleeping, you got techniques filling up your bucket. That's it. You wake up, you get the money out the bucket.
Exactly.
And you know, I want to give a shout out to Adventures Music because that's the first black-owned distribution company, and they're actually giving artists 100% of their publishing. You know, they don't want you to know that. The industry got you chasing a dream. Right. Own your publishing, man. You can do your own work. You're in this game to do work. It's a job. Mm-hmm. But make sure you keep your publishing, man. That's the key. You know, Michael Jackson, he owned so much publishing. That's why he was a threat. You know,
Ray
Prince.
Charles.
Yeah, who?
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, yes, yeah.
Owned that.
Yeah, true story. And these are the things that really keep you living and keep you progressing within the music business.
Mm-hmm.
But before we go, I know we about to get out of here. We only got a few moments left. I want to set him up for the non-GMO hip-hop spot and see what's going on with his freestyle ability.
Okay.
So see what he got to say to the world. You know, this is the final message. You know, whatever you want to say, whatever shout outs you want to give, whatever you want people to know about you, incorporate that, you know, let people know what it is. And we're going to throw on a classic beat and let you just rock out.
Just want to give shout out to Sergatron Media, Asafo, you know, records and stuff like that. That's the whole thing. He got like a statement to go with that. This is cool. You know, and then, you know, that's, you know, Kwizen, Quiz the producer.
Okay.
And Kwizen on the track, definitely coming out too. I got some beats coming your way. Y'all can check out to listen to, you know, just to get a vibe, an idea when you wake up, go to work or whatever like that, or if you whatever you're doing at home, whatever. So yeah, I got also that coming too. So that's pretty much, you know. Let's get it. Let me hear something.
Okay, throw that on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, you took it back like that?
Yeah. Okay, about to kill this ice cream. Hey yo. I'm gonna just get him amped a little bit because it seems like, you know, maybe I might have to spark the waters to make sure my fam can do what it do.
Okay.
What it is, what up? My man Quiz about to do his thing. He about to freestyle, he your king. Yo, what up, G? Let him know what it is. Spit your freestyle, give him all you got, kid.
Hey, yo, here we go. We like this? We like this? Yo, here we go. Yo, Hey yo, Lodge, I'm spitting verses, coop the massage. If I said you try to smoke the master, that's Nicki Minaj. No homo, but why they trying to fit an act in a Dodge? I ain't talking camera act, I'm talking willing garage. You copy that? Ring Bay, Aaron the Rods. Some guys just don't like me, cause I married the Blodge. You and rolling, Spike Lee, Blue, Sonic the Hodge. I'm camera money, hunters, double heat, double mirage. I don't think they really ready yet. Horses on the bill. How your man's coughing breathers when the plug didn't show? If you ask me one question, what's that? Tell me how I know, cause words got around a circle. I hate the ear hustle flow. What they charge me with? Aggie stacking 2 as a felly. When I was broke, they was going home. Who my next celly? Talking to him, real bars cross. 2 Machiavelli facing the odds. Me, 150 counting the Fetty. I'm just sick of all these cats. How they running with dogs? The mismatch litter can't mingle when you double the guard. Your whole block plus Diddy. Just to get you black robbed. Let me take it back. Hold up. I'm just sick of all these cats. How they running with dogs. The mismatch litter can mingle when you double the guard. Your whole block puff. Diddy still would get you black robbed. And I'm speaking facts, but the truth is the meta age mob. Why they biting life? I guess they can't contain to themselves. They want to beat you down and get ahead to be on their shelf. Let me get him. Hold on, you go. Here we go. I flow 745, the hustlers eye to eye. Every mansion, marble floor, ceilings be high. Ocean tent with the balcony, I'm viewing the sky. So when I land Range Rover, I'm the reason that's why. Ocean tent, ooh, I thought it was some golf right there. Hold on, you get me? Hold up. I like it. Hold up.
He killing that. But you know what I didn't give y'all, and I want to make sure y'all get everything complete. We're gonna have to go off to your video tonight because we didn't show the video. We gotta make sure we show that love, man. You know? So let's play it out to the video. Give your shout outs before we get into your video and fade out.
Alright. Shout out, like I said again, Sergatron Media, Software Records for bringing me here, you know what I mean? Quiz the producer, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, Quiz the producer, Kwizen. Video shot by my man, what's his name? Dang, I gotta give him a shout out though. Who shot the video? He's dope. Damn, what's his name? Really Jones. Yeah, Really Jones. Dope producer. Shout out to my man Corey Pickovich. He's out of state right now. He gonna holler at me when he get back to California. Yeah, you know what I mean? So we gonna definitely do something again. And that's pretty much it though. That's pretty much it.
That's what's up. Well, I love the fact y'all came through tonight to represent with us. You know, shout out to Sergatron Media. This is AsafoDigital presents Rap Gamers. And, you know, we love y'all. Black Gamers Matter. You know, Kwizen on the couch, man. Check out his music. Show love to all the artists that came on this show and whoever's next to come. You know, these artists need exposure. They need the world to see what they got to say because they have positive messages. And we're going to get into this video on our way out. Glenwood Bridges by my man Kwizen. Love is love, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. All right, you know what? Yeah, we're going to be here next week. It'll be our last week this month because the holiday's coming up for producers in the studio, and we're just going to take that break, and I'll see y'all in the new year.
All right.
But bada boom, bada bang. Love is love.
I wanted to go the whole way. Dang.
The funny thing is, though, like, I mean, you act like y'all the only ones that doing this. I'm straight here to tell you, too, nigga. We live and die for this shit, too. City of Bridges. Glenwood Bridges. People sometimes be like hitches, just wanna cut them down and put them right in the ditches. Be your own kind of set you up, snitches. Holla at me on Glenwood, cross the bridges. People sometimes be like hitches, just wanna cut them down and put them right in the ditches. Be your own kind of set you up, snitches. Holla at me on Glenwood, cross the bridges. When saying it, they acting all cool, but really fraud. From the streets to the county, that's when they changing on the pod. Couldn't see it at first. You cougar whipping, hoeing raw. Off facade that when niggas, I'm thinking they swear to God. Fucking double D's, that's large, trusting on white tees. Baking soda white on chicken on rice and Chinese. Konnichiwa, all I had them but in treat. They heating up the system, locked down and you still freeze. Ocean tint, IQ, I do seize. Hoping America, but when my hood don't feel ease. Praying on your knees, asking Father please. What the hell you gonna do when it's ratchet squeeze? Ooh, you saying now that you believe? For the cheese hammers, will cold fever trick the sneeze. Cross that Glenwood Bridge, it's a different breeze. It's a hard knock like BC's and G's. People sometimes be like hitches, just wanna cut them down and put them right in the ditches. Be your own kind of set you up, snitches. Holla at me on Glenwood, cross the bridges. People sometimes be like hitches, just wanna cut them down and put them right in the ditches. Be your own kind of set you up, snitches. Holla at me on Glenwood, cross the bridges. Yeah, I love you, moms. Straight up, real talk. You know, like that day you told me, like, a lot of my flows that I lost over some haterism. A lot of my stuff got dismantled, and you told me, like, you gonna write better stuff, don't worry about it, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's a lot of grass to be cutting, though, but, you know what I mean? Look how it turned out. You was right, you know what I mean? Get it, nigga. 10 sets to sets with niggas in the yard, others walking around, and some is working for the guard. They either shipping you, busting you, cross town far, and some fans is getting air deported out like the star. Touchdown no love, outbound is when you come around. Fake from the sun, it was real since you wanna know now. You can get your ass butter toast, white, dark brown. Music saying hammers ring, bang bang, you on the ground. I be fucking with bitches who overcook your grits. I be fucking with bitches know how to do the licks. 100 stacks the bands, the plans, my motivation bricks. I can juggle them both like ass stringing on the chicks. And I'm starving like I never ate a meal before. Ever since they closed the recreational center door. Pick and choose, play ball or sell dope or cross that Glenwood Bridge, only it's hardcore. People sometimes be like hitches, just wanna cut them down and put them right in the ditches. Be your own kind of set you up, snitches. Holla at me on Glenwood, cross the bridges. People sometimes be like hitches, just wanna cut them down and put them right in the ditches. Be your own kind of set you up, snitches. Holla at me on Glenwood, cross the bridges. What up, Ox?